All right, guys, let's check out the Halios Fairwind. This was sent over by my good friend Homer. So big thanks to Homer for doing so. And let's just get right into this because as soon as this video is done, I actually need to send this over to my other buddy, Adam over at 1010 Talk, who has been kind of not really making videos. Adam, make a video. All right, so what are we looking at? Case size here. At the top, at the bezel, I measure 38.75. The case is, well, interesting. There's a lot going on, different angles and shapes and everything going on here with this case. If you measure towards the bottom of the case, it's really like 37.3, but really we're close to 39 up top anyway. And lug to lug, which have really nice turned down, folded over, like sharp pointed lugs. And those are just under 48. I measure 47.8 millimeter. So essentially 39 by 48, we'll just call it, without getting super critical. Thickness on it is about 12.5 millimeter. You have a dramatic box and double dome sapphire crystal with AR coating. This thing does reflect quite a bit though. I was having a difficult time in the studio, as you can even see here now. This thing reflects a lot. 20 millimeter lug width here. Bracelet tapers down awesome to a 16 mil. And then it has a very cool clasp. Simple fold over, double pusher, but this little logo here hides a secret. Secret is it's an adjustable on the fly clasp. And I know some people were having a concern that, you know, would wearing this, would you bump it? I tried, guys. You're not going to activate the bracelet to loosen. And if you do, it's still not going to be enough that it's going to fall off your wrist or anything like that. It's not going to even bother you or annoy you. I couldn't get it to do it. There's enough pressure on this pushing up that it's really not going to be a problem. And you don't have to push it down to ratchet back in. You can just push it back in. Screw down case back, screw down crown, going to be a 200 meter water resist. You can see it's very clean and simple. And you can see solid end links with the articulating center link, which immediately folds the bracelet over flat against the case back. It's actually even short of the lug to lug, so there's no extending the wingspan of this thing at all. Nicely done signed polished crown. You have a 60 click bi-directional bezel because this is a 12-hour timing bezel. So if you want to keep track of another time zone, you can do so, or you can use it for a fidget spinner or what other timing things you want to do. You can figure it out, I'm sure. This is using a Sellita SW200 no date version, and it doesn't have a ghost date. I'll double check that, but I didn't notice a ghost date. So easy to operate crown. It's 6.5 millimeter crown. Yeah, it goes right into the hacking and time setting feature. So there's no ghost phantom date on there, meaning that, you know, usually when you pop a crown out, first pop would be the date, second pop would be the hack and time setting. On a lot of movements, this SW200 goes right to one position, which hacks and sets the time. Bracelet and the watch weigh in at about 120 grams, so not super heavy either. Price point on this, $775. Yeah, if you can even get one. Guys, Halios, for some reason, is a brand that has demanded a lot of attention, and they get swiped up, and then they end up on the secondary market, often for the same or more than what the retail price of $775 was. So interesting that some brands have that and some don't. Because to be honest with you guys, it's a nice watch. I get it. But I'm not seeing anything crazy special here. There's tons of other watches that I would go buy instead of entering into the fear of missing out or paying a premium for this brand. But do what you want. I guess it is still a nice watch. The bracelet articulates like crazy. It's all individual links, screw pins, and it is polished relief chamfered edges and brushed. And you can see the light play on this is awesome because all those flat brushed points. And like I said, the case is just, it's well done. It's very cool. Nice coin edge on the bezel. So very clean. Let's zoom in on the dial. Hopefully we can avoid some dramatic glares. You can see you have a little mint tipped arrow hand on the seconds hand. That's pretty cool. And just a clean printed dial layout. Halios with their branding at the 12 and then the 20 ATA down there. That's kind of cool. And then the Fairwind brand. The indices are applied and large. 12, 3, 6, and 9 are a little bit longer and narrower. to differentiate. And then you can see on the center of the hands is brushed, and then the entire second hand is brushed. So, I mean, it's a really good, well-executed, well-built watch. I get it, but I don't understand paying more for it because you missed out. Here it is on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. Wears great, super comfortable, easy to disappear on wrist, guys. It is super comfortable and wears great. We'll check the lume. It should have C3 lume on it. As you can see, it's kind of got a little bit of a green tint to it here in natural light, so it should glow really good bright green when we kill the lights, which we'll do right now. Oh yeah, plenty bright. The bezel insert is also like a sapphire, I assume, and then it's also printed on. A little bit dimmer than the hands and the indices on the main dial, but still plenty bright. This is super legible, no problems there. Here it is next to my Breitling Super Ocean, just for a comparison on lume. It's actually a little more potent, so I find that quite often in micro brands. It seems like they go a little more heavy on the lume department when that's available. I don't know why big brands can't manage that, but size wise, you know, this is a 42, this is a 39, so just a little size comparison for you. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next vid.